Tiger Woods. His former girlfriend is accusing him of sexual harassment, filing a $30 million lawsuit.
Tiger Woods' ex taking him to court, fighting an NDA, and now she's claiming sexual harassment.
So Tiger's still in the news, and I don't know, what do you think about that now that she's claiming that there has been harassment in the relationship?
I mean, I guess I'm curious. I don't know that I've really ever heard of many people bringing sexual harassment charges against somebody who they were in a relationship with.
She, from my understanding, worked at one of his restaurants, and that's where he met her at. And so, from my understanding, they started dating while she was employed by him.
Okay,
And
but when
so-
was she sexually harassed?
I guess it's no different from a boss, employee relationship.
Yeah, but the difference I think would be is, so you're claiming that this person sexually harassed you, but then you quit your job to go live with him and be with him? Tiger's just been in the news lately for a lot of just not so great things.
Tiger's always in the news about women. Women seem to always bring Tiger into the news.
Herman now claiming Woods pressured her to quit her job to focus on him and his children. She lived with him in his Jupiter Island home until October 2022.
It sounds like she was forced to quit her job to go live in this mansion and watch over his kids, and that basically she was taking a step back in her life to do this.
It sounds to me like maybe this sounded very intriguing and like a good idea to her initially, but maybe she didn't realize that she wasn't going to like it as much after she did it.
So
Maybe she got treated different when she was in the house and helping with the kids. Maybe she got treated like a nanny or something instead of a girlfriend.
An attorney for Erica Herman, who dated Woods for nearly 6 years, writes in a new court filing, Woods decided to pursue a sexual relationship with his employee, then, according to him, forced her to sign an NDA about it or else be fired from her job. Herman not only says she didn't sign the NDA and wants it voided, but is also seeking $30 million in damages.
what type of damages has been incurred for $30 million? I wonder what her position was at the restaurant. How much did that pay? How many years has she been out of the job market? Let's just say she made $100,000.
She also hasn't been paying rent, I'm sure, for the last 4 years. So deduct that. Right?
I can understand if, she was, famous and rich and,
Right.
she took a step back from her career. She had movie roles, that she didn't take some movie roles and things like that. But really, like, what $30 million in damages is she owed?
Right. If anything, he's probably exposed her to a few things like over the last 4 years. Like she got to live in a mansion. She probably got to hang out with some people that she probably wouldn't have if she didn't meet him.
Maybe her standard of living was raised, and maybe she thinks she's worth more than what she really is at this point in time.
They weren't even married. They were just dating.
The two met in 2015, began dating in 2017, and were first publicly seen together in 2018 at the President's Cup. During their time together, the two photographed at multiple high-profile events. She was also with him during his recovery after that car crash in 2021.
Ultimately, you did make an interesting point. The point is that they weren't married, they were just dating. How much do you really owe somebody that you were just dating?
Right.
So is this potentially going to mess up the dating market, where men are going to be afraid to actually date women because going forward, because men are going to be like,
Right.
I don't want
Or is
to
there
make
going
a
to be
commitment.
something else, like a prenup, but something just for dating that you have to have people sign to protect yourself? I don't understand why she feels that he owes her money. I mean, people break up.
Yeah.
You came with nothing, you leave with nothing.
It sounds like that they had agreed in the NDA, they would come to an agreement behind closed doors. And so it sounds like she was actually going to leave with more than what she came with to begin with. That sounds actually like a good idea. A prenup for dating. A
No,
dating
I don't
prenup. A dating prenup.
goodness.
At that point, the court papers detail a scheme Woods created, telling Herman the two were taking a weekend trip to the Bahamas. But at the airport, she claims a lawyer repping Woods said she would never see Mr. Woods again, had been locked out of the house and could not return. She would not even be able to see the children or her pets again.
I don't think they have children together. So the children that she's talking about are his children. I mean, at what right does she have to see children that aren't hers? Now they're saying that her pets, so I'm assuming that they're probably pets that they bought while they were in a relationship. I'm pretty sure they could work out something with the pets. He'd probably be like, look, take the dogs.
She's just trying to pull on the heartstrings.
Herman saying she was asked to sign another NDA, which she refused. Woods' attorney responding to a previous filing saying Herman is a jilted ex-girlfriend who wants to publicly litigate specious claims in court rather than honor her commitment to arbitrate disputes in a confidential arbitration proceeding.
I want to total how much money women have cost Tiger over the years. It seems like Tiger has very poor decision making when it comes to women. And I would say that his wife was probably a decent decision because, you know, she seemed like she was down to earth until he did what he did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all these side women that Tiger has been entertaining over the past years seem like they've just done nothing but basically run his reputation, run his name into the ground. I heard Charlie Sheen say one time, I pay for women to leave. He said, I don't pay them to be with me. I pay them to leave. And so, but at the end of the day, do you think that she's owed $30 million? I'm asking,
I
do
mean,
you
I don't
think
think that she's really owed anything, but I mean, there's like little stories and clips that I've seen like years ago that he was not the easiest person to deal with. So, I mean, she might be owed something if she was there to take care of him. I mean, I don't know.
And so I would turn around is that she got to live rent free and go on all these trips and meet people that she never would have met in her life, but she's still owed $30 million. Now here's the thing.
Not owed. I feel like, and like he said, that they were going to have like a confidential arbitration proceeding. So if she would have maybe just stuck to that, you know, maybe then she could have, you know, had a heart-to-heart with him and, you know, did I help you get through that time in your life? You know, all I'm asking is just for just something. So I don't have to go back to working 40 hours a week.
Does it seem like that's what she's doing? Honestly,
But
to me,
she's not.
outside,
She's being greedy and she's probably going to wind up with nothing.
outside looking in, it seems like that she wants to be somebody now. She doesn't want to leave this life of, you know, whatever it was, glamour or whatever. And so she wants to be somebody now. And the way to be somebody is to get her name out in the news, because the thing is that if it was settled behind closed doors, she pretty much goes away. Nobody knows anything about it. But now, you know, people are going to know her name. People are going to know, and she can write a book. She can go on TV shows, and she can do all this publicity run, and she can get her name out there, and she could try to spend something else off of this, you know what I'm saying, along with Tiger's money. And so I almost see this, and I could be wrong. If Tiger did do something that was, you know, egregious to her and that was terrible, then yes, he should have had to pay up. But I'm not getting that feeling. I'm just honest, I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting the vibe of somebody that broke up, somebody that's upset, somebody that's jealous, and now they just want to get back at the other person.